Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Force Strategy Gaming. One more commentary for you today. Today's matchup will be between LOL, CatZ, and GoOdy. We can LOL, CO. Complexity's CatZ, not LOL. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, yes, we've got Complexity CatZ here as the yellow Zerg player. I'm an idiot. And then back over here, we do have GoOdy as the purple Terran player. And we are on one of the coolest maps. I think this map is fantastic. This is right up there with Crevasse, in my opinion. I believe it's pronounced Banshee or Beach or something along those lines. We'll take a quick tour around the map so we can see here. We'll look at what CatZ has got going on. There is the main, a little bit of room there behind where your base spawns. Then you've got this little ramp right here that provides something that you really need to keep vision of, because if you do not keep an eye, or if you don't build something up here, you somehow have vision up here, very easy for your opponent to drop up there and harass your expansion. And that, of course, leads us right into that natural expansion. Beyond that, there are some high yields spotted throughout the map here. With those destructible rocks, there's also expansion available over here. So that third will come from either this high yield or right in this position, most likely. Something to consider, though, about the high yield is very close to your opponent. Now, you take a skip and a hop right across the stream, right through the middle there, and then you can see, bam, right inside of that opponent's base. So, pretty interesting map. I'm a huge fan of it, and yeah, hopefully it turns out to be a good game regardless. So, yes, Complexity's CatZ versus GoOdy TVZ, and gonna be looking forward to this matchup. We can see right now, looks like CatZ will be moving out for that very quick expansion. We can see, in fact, about 16 hatchery is what he will be laying down, and of course, we'll be seeing that spawning pool right after that. GoOdy does have his refinery up already, or barracks just about to finish, and then he will be coming out. This is interesting timing. Very interesting. I think he got that gas early. I wasn't paying quite enough attention, but he should be at 16 supply. If you're playing super standard, you'll be at 16 supply when that orbital command comes in with that first Marine. So even though, I mean, he even skipped the Marine and put the Tech Lab. So it looks like we saw an early gas for that super fast Reaper here from GoOdy. So GoOdy will be opening up with that early Reaper, trying to do a bit of damage and harassment with that. However, CatZ getting in the drone scout will be doing a bit of damage to the SCV, attempting to build this depot. Needs to make sure he gets this out of the way, though, pulling it just out in time, and we'll be pulling back, and hopefully he repairs it or something. There we go. There's the repair, finishing off that depot with that other SCV, and it looks like the Reaper will, in fact, just be ignoring the drone. Drone still trying to get that kill off, though. Does he get it? Very close. Drone pulling away just in the nick of time, and see you later, drone. So there, Reaper, there you go. You need to move out, actually, towards the opponent's base. There we go, Reaper. Finally moving out, moving with a couple of SCVs as well. Has GoOdy done any scouting? He has checked that expansion. Looks like he will be moving down and actually trying to place down some bunkers with this Reaper. We've got a second Reaper coming out. It's finished in just one moment. And a third one queued up as well. So GoOdy, really strong Reaper opening. I do, of course, fully expect an expansion to come with this as well. After these Reapers, he should be moving into an expansion and then kind of going from there. And here we go. Trying to place down this bunker. Now CatZ needs to try to defend this as much as possible. He's got two queens coming out. Once his queen pops, he will have no problem dealing with this. Couple of drones moving down as well as those Zerglings. Zerglings just about to finish. Second bunker trying to get laid down right now. GoOdy needs to be very careful with this Reaper, trying to keep it alive as long as possible. That queen is out right now, trying to chase around that Reaper. Unfortunately, can't catch up to him off of that creep, and will be trying to kill off that SCV. Does manage to get it just in the nick of time. He needs to finish one of these bunkers, though. Please, please, please. There we go. Another SCV coming down. No, bunker's not finished. Will he get this bunker finished? The Reapers are still alive, and no. GoOdy, look at that. CatZ, very nice. Stop. That is unreal. Look at that completion bar, or whatever the hell you want to call it, progression bar. So close to being finished, but unfortunately didn't happen. He is just probably going to cancel these off, not even going to bother anymore. Dancing around with the Reapers, and this is what I was talking about, how abusive that can be. CatZ, though, fully aware of that, pulling over with the Overlord to give himself vision of that high ground. With these queens, should have no problem actually dealing with these Reapers. Now, that Reaper has got 1 kill. This one's sitting with 2, and the other Reaper sitting with 8. So, yeah, lots of damage from this Reaper opening. Really nice play by GoOdy, and especially given the fact that he didn't even get up this bunker. That's a huge testament to how well his micro was in these engagements. Finally, Reapers again taken care of, though, from those 2 queens there. And there, as expected, is that expansion. We also have Factory coming out. What's the next step? Well, I'm thinking Infernal Pregnant or Hellions seem pretty likely, so let's keep an eye on what GoOdy does. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense. He could go into tanks, it's possible, but the Infernal Pre-Igniter Hellion gives you a good opportunity to continue up that harassment. So let's take a look here at the unit loss tab. You know, they're about even. Little advantage right now. In fact, going to CatZ, as it turns out, once he killed those Reapers, tilting the scale in his favor. Still, either way, though, even though it wasn't the most efficient, I would still say that opening was still a bit effective. Now, here come the Hellions. I don't see the Infernal Pre-Igniter. Should be coming soon. I really do expect that, in all honesty. I don't know why he wouldn't, but who knows? Maybe he won't even bother. Come on, do it. Do it. Nope, he's not going to. Who cares, though? Anyways, yes, back over here. Sorry, that's kind of weird the way I said all those words. We got Roach Warren coming out for CatZ. CatZ will be going to Roach play. Roach Infester, quite popular. Does work very well. Maybe throwing in some Banelings there as well. Double Starport, that's what I didn't see. How did I miss it? Double Starport for GoOdy. Double Banshee with Cloak. I am fully expecting that, so here come the Banshees. Here they come. Here they come. Banshees, come on. You're killing me, Smalls. There we go. Banshee's coming on through. Are we going to see the Cloak research as well? Given the fact they didn't get an Infernal Pre-Igniter, I'm fully expecting him to get some Cloak for these Banshees. So Hellion Banshee will be the follow-up. And here we go. The Hellions moving across the map. And let's see if they're able to do any damage. He does only have 2. That isn't really the most effective way of doing this. We'll be trying to snipe out that Queen if at all possible. It does only have a few HP left. And will he be able to get it? Very, very close right now. Trying to sneak up. But the second Queen and couple Zerglings acting as a buffer and preventing that from happening. Looks like no Cloak research from GoOdy. I'm not sure if he was distracted or if this is intentional. I'll just have to assume it is intentional. But was sitting on quite a bit of SP, and he's got 2 more Banshees queued up as well. So not even going to bother getting Cloak. Just will move out with the Banshees. Now, seeing the fact that these Banshees are coming with that Overlord Scout, we can see the response here from CatZ getting out that Evolution Chamber, and we'll be dropping down some Spores most likely. But still, the Cloak detection won't be necessary. So there's the Spore. 1 here in the natural, and then 1 in the main. And here come the first 2 Banshees. Needs to be careful, though. That's a lot of Queens, and really no way that he can deal with that. It's a bit too much. Here's that expansion finally getting laid down here for GoOdy right at that natural. Again, trying to do what they can. Did manage to get, yes, that was 1 Queen that did get taken out. Wasn't sure if that was a spot, if that was a creep tumor, or if that was a Queen, but it looks like a Queen has died, or maybe not. Maybe that was a Zergling he killed. I don't know. Whatever. I missed it. No big deal. Back over here, a few more Banshees coming out. Let's keep an eye on the Starport, see if he does produce any more. Nope, Double Viking will be the next move. Using those, of course, to snipe some Overlords scattered throughout the map. And again, trying to set up some defenses here. Does he have? No Siege research or anything like that. Very interesting build here from GoOdy. I must be honest and say that I do not see this much very often, if at all, ever. Creep spreading across the river there. That's pretty cool to look at. And that's a lot of Banshees. And even without that Cloak, they still can do quite a bit of damage. Walking into the Spore Crawler will be forced to retreat, though. Let's see if he tries to target fire down anything over here. The example being that extractor. He could get a few kills from those drones, but no, he's in fact heading across looking for possibly any additional expansions. You can see spotting over here, and then might as well check in this position. Very unlikely that the Zerg player would actually expand down there, but well, why not check? Never hurts, right? We have a double armory coming up, so GoOdy will probably be going mech heavy here. And really no other reason to get those double armories. There are 2 more factories getting laid down, so there we go. Mystery solved. We'll be getting a pretty mech heavy playstyle here from GoOdy, moving, of course, with probably Thor, Hellion Tank, maybe even continuing up this Banshee production. He does have those double Vikings. It looks like they haven't done their Overlord hunting quite yet, although maybe getting prepared to do that. Back over here, we can see CatZ has expanded in this position, also getting rid of these rocks to prepare to expand in those eventually as well. GoOdy moving now to check for that possible expansion. We'll be moving up here, and he will be seeing that looks like CatZ will be deciding to try to move down here. Doesn't want to engage those roaches. There we go, pulling back just in time. Needs to be careful. Might get a shot or 2 off. Nope, CatZ unable to do so, unfortunately. So yeah, mech heavy playstyle coming here from GoOdy. He does have 2 more Vikings coming out. Really wish he would just lift these off of those tech labs and put these 2 factories on. Think he might just do that. Oh no, actually we'll be coming out with some additional tech lab and a reactor as well. So we'll be playing Hellion heavy, as it appears to be the case. Some more Hellions moving across. Do we have any of those upgrades coming out for GoOdy? No, not really. I mean, he does have these 1-1 for that mech army coming out, but the siege research just about finished. Hopefully grabs that Infernal Pre-Igniter as well. I really expect him to open up with it, but obviously, as we saw, it didn't happen. A couple of meters moving across the map, walking into a missile turret, and then retreating. We do have that infestation pit just about finished. Here is that 4th expansion as well from CatZ. So hopefully we see GoOdy move into a 3rd, or he should just push out. It's basically one of his 2 options there. Muta's moving across, trying to check for that possible third expansion. As we can see, of course, GoOdy has not expanded in that position. A few more Mutas meeting up with this large group as well. Needs to be very careful, though. Vikings and some Marines. And here comes that Thor as well. Doesn't want to be clumped up for when this Thor engages. Thor's getting ready. There's some splash damage going down. Muta's ready to retreat. Seeing the Vikings, Marines, and that Thor deciding, hey, it is time to head back home. Really liking the creep spread that we are seeing here from GoOdy. He is doing a great job of that, giving him a lot of vision. Let's take a look here at CatZ vision. Ooh, what am I doing here? Am I hitting the wrong button? There we go. So yeah, lots of vision. I mean, he can see a good 50% of the map here, and compare that to what GoOdy can see, pretty much his base, and that's about it. So that's one of the huge advantages, of course, to that creep spread, getting so much vision across the map. Hellion just I love this constant scouting from GoOdy. This is precisely what you need to do. Always scout every 30 seconds to a minute. Find out where and if your opponent has expanded. Very smart here. Infernal Pre-Igniter finally coming out. We've got a Thor and a couple of Hellions as well. This one Hellion trying to do a bit of damage, actually getting 1 kill so far. He was at 4 total kills, and there's number 5. Mutas coming in to finally take care of that. So a little bit of harassment going down there from GoOdy. CatZ dealing with that, though, quite handedly with these Mutas. In terms of upgrades, what do we have? We have got Neural Parasite coming out for his Infestors. We've got the Missile Level 1 attack coming out, a bunch of Roaches. Here is some Hive Play, getting ready to move up into that higher tech. And yeah, some stacked defenses here as well to deal with any possible Hellion harassment. Still, look at this. He's still just on 2 bases. GoOdy is getting ready to move into his 3rd, but he's just massing up this massive mech army here. Just off of the 2 bases. Keeping a Thor or 2 inside of the main base will help deal with Muta harass. Does have this 1 tank here sitting up on the high ground. Muta is just dancing around the map again, just checking for expansions. CatZ getting up another base, so CatZ will be sitting on 5 bases once this does end up completing, and he is keeping up that scouting and realizing, well, you know what, I'm looking pretty good right now because GoOdy is just on those 2 bases. But here comes the big massive push, and this is the concern. If you expand too hard as a Zerg player, this is what you could contend with, and it may prove to be a little bit too much. He does have a free kill right there. Clumping up, though, taking a bit of splash damage from those Thors. And oh no, walking into the Thors and Marines again. Unnecessary losses. But here comes a push here on the expansion as well. Fungal Growth going down on those Banshees. Hellions engaging those Roaches. Is not their best target, but of course those Banshees helping out quite a bit as well. Vikings getting ready to deal with any possible Mutas that may push out, although most of those Mutas got lost to those Thors back there in that initial part of that engagement. So CatZ losing the expansion, and as mentioned, if you expand too hard as a Zerg player, this could be a problem. A strong 2-base push is very scary, especially mech heavy here, as we're seeing GoOdy play with. So CatZ really needs to be careful. He's got a few Infestors here, a few Roaches as well. If he can land some proper Neural Parasites and Fungal Growths, he may be okay, but he needs to be very careful. There we go. There goes the Neural Parasites, grabbing a couple of those Thors, but he might get those target fire down. They are still alive, so Thor's doing some good work there. Roach is moving on in to try to mob with the rest of the army, and this is looking pretty good right now for CatZ. GoOdy in a tough position. Will we see another Neural Parasite? No, not enough energy. Can't even Fungal Growth right now, but these Roaches doing a bit of damage. But no, the Vikings landed, and mass SCVs with some repairs, and CatZ doing everything he can to defend himself. He's got 21 Roaches coming out. Once those come into play, he should be okay, but he's taking some big losses right there. He pulled down with some of those drones. The Vikings landing, Hellions on the ground as well, and here come those Roaches. 12 more Roaches. Greater Spire getting ready to pop as well. Roaches will start mopping up everything that GoOdy has. He should have enough right now to take this out. How many SCVs? Not a lot of SCVs there left to repair. Another Thor coming in the mix as well, but these Roaches do quite a bit of damage to those Thors if they can move up and get us around. But still, look at how quickly those Thors tear through those Roaches, and the Roach count has disappeared right now. Let's take a look at the unit tab. Only 8 Roaches left. We've got 1 Infestor hiding somewhere as well. Couple of Hellions moving on in, trying to do some damage. We've got a couple of Hellions here in the expansion as well. CatZ losing lots of his mining, and CatZ economy is hurting very badly right now, and I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be able to keep reinforcing this. And wow, this has just been completely nuts right now. Finally mopping up those Thors and Hellions. We do have 1 siege tank moving across the map with the Queen chasing it down. That, my friends, is not something that you see every day. Zerglings and Roaches will be taking care of that tank. Wow. No player right now has too much of an army. In fact, if anything right now, it looks like CatZ sitting in a strong position. He's got 9 Roaches, 1 Infestor, and 4 Zerglings, as opposed to just 2 tanks and 2 Hellions. So both players losing pretty much everything. Now, the fact that CatZ lost all of his workers over here certainly hurts him. The Hellions moving across over here as well to do a bit of damage. Let's take a look at that unit loss tab, and that was nuts. I don't even know what to say. GoOdy is clearly ahead right now in terms of the amount of resources lost. CatZ has lost the most, but still, CatZ has 4 bases up, even if they're not saturated in mining. He still does have those 4 bases, and there we go. We'll be transferring down a lot of drones. That will certainly help his income quite a bit. Looks like GoOdy is ahead right now, but once these drones get to mining, I think that's going to start to tilt into CatZ's favor. Is he going to start to drone up? I really need him to, in all honesty. Let's take a look here. He's only got 48 workers right now, and in all honesty, he should be sitting on a bit more, given the fact that he is on 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 possible mining bases. You really need more than 48 workers to actually fully get that done and saturate. Trying to move on down and do a little bit of damage over here. Sorry, I'm just distracted. That was nuts. Trying to move down and do a little bit of damage over here, but unfortunately, Planetary Fortress shooing that away, plus those tanks. So CatZ really wasn't able to do much, and again, GoOdy moving into the expansion, roasting the workers. And the big problem for CatZ now is with the speed of these Hellions. I mean, CatZ needs to be kind of everywhere at once, and that will be difficult. Map is somewhat large, so really needs to spread out his units pretty thin in order to defend effectively against all these Hellions. Obviously, though, if he just got some spine crawlers, problem solved. So hopefully he does something along those lines. Now, I just did see a Brood Lord. There they are. So the Brood Lord's going down and trying to do a bit of damage here, actually forcing even some splash damage. GoOdy needs to unsiege that very, very soon. Hellion finally gets mopped up from those roaches and those queens. Brood Lord doing what they can, but here come the Vikings. So CatZ will be losing this Brood Lords. He's got nothing anywhere in the vicinity to actually help deal with this. Still, what he is doing, though, realize, is enforcing this repair. He's actually costing GoOdy resources. Repairing cost resources, so definitely hurts. And here we go, finally trying to get down to Spine Crawler, and we will be seeing GoOdy actually move right now into this expansion. It is not very well defended. Infestors and Roaches trying to pull back to deal with this, and this Hellion harassment from GoOdy has been pretty devastating. Unit loss tab still. GoOdy in a commanding lead, and CatZ has really been hurt in this game. Although it looks like CatZ production is much larger than what GoOdy has right now. And there we go, finally dealing with this. Woo, we got a lot right now for CatZ. He's sitting on 6 Infestors, 11 Roaches, 4 Corruptors as well. And let's take a look one more time at that income tab. GoOdy's still pretty strong right now because of that Hellion harass. So hopefully these Spine Crawlers help deal with any subsequent harassment that we may see from this point forward. But GoOdy's in a good position to kind of re-up his army. He's been sitting very defensive, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Get back up that strong mech force and then continue up that aggression. How have the upgrades been going? He is probably 2-1 right now. Looks like that is the case. Yes, in fact it is. Back over here for CatZ, he is sitting at 2-1 as well, so they're pretty much even in terms of those upgrades. But oh no, caught in transit. Those get taken out very, very quickly. See you later, SCVs. That's actually a big loss for GoOdy. That puts him at about on par right now. In fact, slightly behind of where CatZ is. And again, the Hellion harass continuing to move out across the map. And how will he contend with it over here? He just has that one queen pulling down. Needs to be careful not to get those lined up, though, and actually not being micromanaged at all. GoOdy's focus is elsewhere. So, whoa, no, never mind. He took out that queen. Holy hell. So there you go. Queen gets dropped. Hellions will be doing a little bit of damage. He does have enough to. There we go. There's that fungal growth. And an attempted engagement trying to push on down right now. He does not have enough to push up against that. That is a strong mech force for GoOdy. GoOdy looks to be making what could be that death push. He has got a lot. We've got a few more Infestors, though. So if those come into play with some I don't know. That is a lot. GoOdy has got a lot. We've got Brood Lords in play, though. I did not realize that those were got transformed from those Corruptors. So that could certainly help. He needs to keep those Vikings at bay, though. He cannot afford to lose these Brood Lords. This is a primary asset for him. Dropping oh no, Transfuse trying to go down, but no, getting taken care of. Those Brood Lords were dropped. We've got 9 Infestors coming out, but that is not a strong enough army to deal with this. He needs a lot more than just Infestors to actually probably deal with this. He's only got 7 Roaches right now, 2 Corruptors as well. This is looking pretty scary. GoOdy will be moving on to the 3rd expansion of CatZ. He should have no problem taking that out. Hellion doing a bit of damage as well. My god, look at that. Completely lined up workers getting roasted by that Infernal Predator Hellion. We'll be taking out that straight Thor right there, but still, he has lost his expansion. Almost expect GoOdy to maybe even possibly push down here, but no, he's just going straight for the throat. He will be moving right into that natural expansion. Roach is pushing forward. Here come those Infestors as well. And let's see, nice fungal growth. Pulling back is causing a bit of damage, but I don't think it's enough. Trying to come with some Zerglings as well. That will not do that well against the army that he has. And there we go. There are the expected neural parasites, trying to get control of those Thors and do a bit of damage, but those infestors will get target fired down by those Vikings, and roaches trying to swoop in, but look at these reinforcements here. Lots of tanks, lots of Thors as well, and there's just not a strong enough army for CatZ. CatZ is forced to retreat back to his main base. GoOdy dropping the expansion. CatZ back in the main. There's nothing to even mine over here, so just kind of cowering in his main with a few of these infestors, and this does not look good at all. CatZ losing all of his tech right here. The Greater Spire gets dropped, expecting that Roach Warren to get dropped as well. He's got no more resources, so we will be seeing no more production from CatZ. He is stuck in his base. Might as well call it the GG right now because it's over, obviously. So here we go, final last-ditch effort. GG, sir. Well played from CatZ. GoOdy calling the GG as well. And there you have it, guys. Wow, nice game. Alright, I am running short on time, so unfortunately for this particular replay, I won't be able to do the post-game recap like I typically do. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this commentary. Definitely pumped out a lot of content over the past couple of days for you guys, so hopefully it is keeping you entertained. As always, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.